Hello and welcome to another video review brought to you by T4Mario607. Today we're looking at Transformers Fall of Cybertron Shockwave. Shockwave here is in his Cybertronian jet mode, I guess you could call it. The figure itself, to be honest with you, the trend of the Decepticons becoming this Cybertronian thing is starting to get a little bit old. But if you think about it, since it is Fall of Cybertron, I guess it'll work for now. The figure itself sports a very nice laser cannon, I guess you could say. Mine, as you can see, it keeps cracking in the front. Don't know why. This piece, gun piece right up here, reminiscent to his original Generation 1 cannon mode. I've seen people online try to create the cannon mode, but I'd have to say it's kind of a fail. Sorry guys, but this figure definitely was not meant for that. Anyway, moving on to the detail of the figure. It's got some quite amazing detail, if you ask me. Even on the bottom here, you'd never think, except for, well, I guess you would think that this piece is part of a robot chest. Otherwise, nothing too distant of showing that it would be a robot. It's basically Shockwave laying on his tummy. I guess there's really not much to say about this other than let's transform him. First of all, what you want to do is take the front, split it, take these wings right here, rotate them up, like so. Come back here to this black piece right here, fold it down, and take this piece, rotate it up about that much, come back here to the front, take off this cannon piece, but that can go on the side for now. Coming back to the figure, bring the legs back in and twist them about that much, flip the feet up. The sides have this like really weird angular thing. You just flip it around, and right here there's a hole, and I don't know if you can see that well, but that's a peg, and the Z peg goes in the hole just like the other way. Flip it around backwards, because it gives yourself a little bit better clearance to do that way, and peg it right in. Come back here, stand the figure up, and take this black thing I told you to take off the back before, split it, and if it wants to, there we go, rotate it down. Now, this cool thing I have to show you real quick. Take it, rotate this whole chest piece down, and the head pops up. It's pretty cool if you ask me. Flip the arms back up, rotate them so they're facing that way, and rotate the arms down. Flip this piece inside of here, flip it out to reveal a fist, and do the same on this side. And here you have Fall of Cybertron Shockwave in robot mode. The figure itself in robot mode sports a very bland, completely dominant purple throughout the entire figure. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice figure, I love it. Very hard to complain about. If you could say nitpicks, I'd say that this purple eye, if you're a true G1 fan, be yellow. I like the Decepticon symbol right there on his tummy. There are some silver accents and light purple accent detail throughout the figure, as you can see. There he is back in his crotch. I do like the translucent chest. I'll give that to them. And the figure itself sporting the light piping, well, let's bring it over to the light real quick. Yeah, that's pretty menacing if you ask me. As for the figure itself, it's alright. But when you add this into the equation, wow, you're looking at a pretty damn cool figure. Now, there's a peg right here, and it can just peg right into his fist if it wants to. There we go. Somewhat of a snap. You can hold it like that. Or, what you can do is take it off, rotate the fist back up, and inside of the arm you're going to see that little hole right there where the fist used to be. Wow. This little tab right here plugs right into it, and it becomes his arm blaster, which brightens up the detail a lot more on the arm if you ask me. Fills out that little hole gap quite nicely. I think it was made just for this. The blaster itself, translucent purple, silver paint all around it, mostly in black though, just to match the forearm. Everybody's been showing this, might as well. You could take this off, become a tri-barreled cannon. This piece can go on to the side, but really, I don't see this gun posing with any other figure. So, I guess, nah, it's alright. Should you pick up this figure? $14.99? Maybe. That's a little bit of a stretch if you ask me. When it comes to the articulation, his arms are on ball joints, his head's on a swivel, legs at the upper thigh are on ball joints, arms can move in and out, bend at the knee, and little toe bend. So I'm going to give him that. Again, the $14.99 thing still seems a little bit cheap. Cheap, what am I saying? It's a little bit overpriced if you ask me, especially for this figure being small. Giving a size comparison to, I don't know, Swindle from Animated. Look at that. My Swindle can't stand worth a crap, that's why I'm holding on to him. It's the same size, sure, I'll give you that. But look how big the fists are. Look how big this cannon is. His feet are so much bigger compared to Shockwave here. Hell. Another animated figure, Grimlock. Though it's not fair because it's a Voyager. You still kind of see that this guy is kind of small as for a Voyager compared to him, but he's still bigger than Shockwave. If I were you, wait for this toy to go on clearance for $13. 12 sounds about right. Because I don't see any reason to justify paying $14.99 plus tax for Shockwave here. This is T4Mo67. I hope you enjoyed the review, and have a good night.